Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Bell Ringers podcast with yours truly, Ryan McDonald.
I'm Ty Press.
Trevor Lay.
And we are out of the MLB All-Star Week. Still 2 days out from playing new games, regular season games. But our guy did some work in the Home Run Derby, Alec Boehm.
Boehmer.
Might have been knocked out, might have been the least, or the longest odds. But he did it. He tied for the lead in the first round and then almost made it to the championship, but unfortunately fell short.
I mean, the man set the bar. He was the first one to go, put up the tying score that ended up winning. And he was the first one to go in the first round and the last one to go in the second round.
Yeah, I think
they
that
said he sat for 2.5 hours.
that wait,
That's-
I think, kind of screwed him
insane.
over.
Definitely could have just moved on, but it seemed like he took his foot off the gas and then couldn't get it back.
Yeah, it really kind of seemed like he was just out there, just hanging out at the last couple swings.
Yeah,
And then
but definitely a good watch.
I didn't know that this year they changed the rules where like that swing off isn't like time; it's just 3 swings. I feel like last year it was like 30 seconds, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the 3 swing to judge. I would have rather had a minute.
Yeah, or at least like give
Yeah,
him
well,
like
if they
give him,
tied
like
at 3 swings,
outs.
I'm pretty sure they went to 1 swing. And then they would just keep going until somebody missed. I'm pretty sure.
Then we got the AL won the All-Star game. I think they're 9-1 in the past 10 years, and the only one the NL's won is last year with Rob Thompson as the team manager. So
What's that tell you?
yes, there is.
Billy Rob.
It is kind of wild that they just have continued to dominate it. I mean, I know like a lot of the players don't really care anymore, but the pitchers still kind of have to try, or else it's just gonna be like fucking 50-mile-an-hour fastballs going down there.
Yeah, I mean, Jaron Duran, I didn't see him hitting a home run, let alone winning the MVP. But that kid is exciting to watch. And then, of course, you got Shohei
I was hoping Bryce was gonna get
scoring
it.
the only runs.
Yeah.
I know Bryce hasn't hit one in an All-Star game yet, or a home run. I was really hoping to see him get one. He still got a double though, which was nice.
His
all the
first All-Star game as a Philly.
first one he's
Shit, was
played
he
in.
hurt?
Yeah,
Okay, I was gonna say.
dropped out of the other ones.
I think we did have all the guys. None of our pitchers gave up a run, and all of our hitters got at least one hit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool.
Our pitchers faced 4 batters and threw 11 pitches. It's
Ridiculous.
insane.
It was kind of funny. Like Sanchez got 2 pitches, and he forced a guy to ground out, like he always does, and then just gets the ball taken out of his hands. Which like, I get they have so many pitches they have to like give time to, but I don't know. It's kind of it was a little annoying to see him throw 2 pitches and then just get out.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I have respect for him, though, making sure that everybody that went there, like, it's probably not
Yeah.
easy to travel.
Mhm.
Oh,
your
yeah.
days off.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
do we need to have that many pitchers then?
No, I think they're just there in case somebody like, Logan Webb threw a decent amount of pitches because he was not good. Kind of just like in case that happens.
Yeah, I mean, you're going against the best batters too. You could easily get
Yeah.
into a slump and be pitching for a while.
I think last year, Kimbrel threw a bunch at the end. I think he threw like more pitches than he usually does. It's like the last part. I think he threw like 30 something. He was in there for a while, struggling. Let's go to our first half awards for the MLB. Trev, you want to lead us off?
Yeah, I mean, we'll start with the AL MVP, obviously, Aaron Judge. He will probably take it and run with it for the rest of the year, but if he goes into a slump or has an injury, which nobody really wants to see because he's exciting to watch, probably Gunnar Henderson will slide in that spot, who had a terrible weekend for the All-Star game and the Home Run Derby.
I had him picked out for the Home Run Derby too.
And now MVP's a little closer. You got Shohei and Bryce, both having great seasons. Bryce missing some time, even though a little bit, probably hurt him. And Shohei's just raking.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of
But-
like I really think Trey could have been up there too if he didn't miss as many games as he did.
Yeah,
So I mean, his average right now is nuts, and I mean,
he's going nuclear right now.
He
Yeah,
hit like five home runs or whatever, like in the matter of a week.
He's hitting 340, bro.
Yeah.
It's insane.
That's what, yeah. Like I think he could definitely be up there if it wasn't for the fact he had so much time missed. Because I don't think I don't think he qualifies for like the top batting average stats because he hasn't had enough at bats.
Dang, we should have started with Rookie of the Year. But
Well, it's gonna
we'll
be
do that
Angel
last,
Reese,
I
right?
guess. American League, Lewis Gill wasn't first for a while, but he had a few games where he got roughed up for the Yanks. So Wyatt Langford is now the leading odds. I could see Mason Miller sneaking up there if he gets traded and plays a big role in wherever he goes. And obviously Paul Skeens is going to win that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I feel like it's gonna be harder for like a reliever to get it with Mason Miller, but still it's kind of
Yeah, it really depends. But Wyatt Langford he's actually not that favored.
Is it up for question? Is Livy Dunn going to be the Taylor Swift of the MLB right now? I feel like they showed her multiple times while he was pitching.
She's trying to at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately he plays for the Pirates. So
No one's watching those games regardless.
Cy Young, Screwball for the Tigers is crazy, and then Corbin Burns is the next closest at plus 225.
I mean, Gil might even get that too. Isn't he what, like third?
No, he's not even top 10 anymore. He's
Oh.
plus 7,000.
Damn.
He had a bad stretch of games where he got smoked. His ERA
Okay.
went over 3.
I knew he was up there for a while. I didn't realize he kind of fell off that much.
And then we have a very close one in the NL, which is going to get closer because Skeens is 500 right now. Chris Sale's leading with plus 140 and Zach Wheeler plus 150. So, I mean, Skeens is 6-0 and has a sub 2 ERA. So you got to think that's going to get closer if he continues,
Yeah.
and he'll probably win it.
I do hope that people just because of the fact I want Wheeler to win, they want Ranger to win, but Rangers had a bunch of bad outings.
Mhm.
Kind of hope the batters kind of figure Skeens out a little bit more, but I don't really know how much you can figure out at 102 fastball.
102, and then, I mean, same as Mason Miller, like his changeup, or they're all like 90 miles per hour.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's it. Nobody really cares about reliever of the year. In the playoff picture right now, we have the Guardians in first for the AL, the Orioles in second, the Mariners in third, and then a close wild card race with the Yankees, Twins, Red Sox, Royals, and Astros in that order. Then the number one team in the MLB with a 3.5 game lead on that is the Phillies, and then the
up.
Dodgers 2, Brewers 3, and an even tighter wild card race where you have 10 teams in it: Braves, Cardinals, Mets, Diamondbacks, Padres, Pirates, Reds, Giants, Cubs, Nationals.
Is it still where like there's only like 2 teams that are like beyond 5 games?
No, so now there's 6 teams in the wild card race that are 500 or better.
No, I know, but there was a point where there was only
yeah.
two of the bottom teams were the only ones that actually like out. Like all the other teams were within
Yeah.
like 3.5 games.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Nats are 6 games back, but then you have the Rockies 16 and the Marlins 16.5. Everyone else is 3.5 or less.
Yeah, it's
That
crazy.
part's wild.
It's gonna get exciting down the stretch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It would be kind of cool to see the Pirates make it, just because Skeet is pitching so well. I mean, they probably will. The fact that the way they've been playing with him in.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Mets are holding it right now. That's up for grabs, absolutely.
Well, I mean, the Grimace stuff kind of has faded. They started to lose again.
Hmm.
They were good in the month of June.
Yeah, I mean
What that was.
they had I think they lost 3 in a row, but then they rattled off a bunch. Shows they're 7-3 in the last 10. They're just finding ways to win, but the Mets will Met always.
Yeah.
It's also like a lot of like the current division leaders are like the past 10 games have not really done that well. Like I think us and the Mariners are the best in the last 10 with 5-5 records. Everyone else is below 500.
Yeah, I mean the Yankees have been god awful lately.
Yeah. I think I think they just but like their last I don't know. I thought their last 10 was better, but it's only 4-6.
Until this last series, the first time they played the Red Sox, Verdugo hit a home run and pimped it, and since then they were 3-14. The Red Sox were 14-3, which is the best and worst during that stretch of baseball. It's insane.
I'm blank right now. I can't remember. Does the MLB, do they do the first 2 teams get buys, or is it no buys in each?
Yeah, first 2 teams.
First
buys.
2.
Okay. Fuck, I was
Yes.
gonna say if there's no buys, I would love for us to have a series with the Mets and have to just like absolutely torture Frank the Tank.
I think with the new like the third wild card team making it, they made one team, or they went from like one team having a bye to 2.
Yeah, makes sense. Also, Phillies dominating the Dodgers in their series, clean
Yeah,
sweep.
It's fun to watch.
number 1 and 2 team. That's
Yeah, you always like to see them sweep a name like that, but right now the Dodgers are kind of a minor league put together team, but they still somehow win games. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but it's not like we weren't missing guys too. Well, I guess
That's right.
actually we were only really missing JT at that point.
JT.
JT. We had Harper the whole series. I thought
He missed.
He
second
missed
game.
one game, but
I thought he missed the first game.
No, he played
second.
The first
That's
one.
when he the first game he hit his hand, which we were at. That's
Yeah.
when Wheeler left early too, but they were already up like 9-1.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, just added to the list of great games that I wasn't around to go to. So we had 2 back-to-back. Yeah, Dodgers, and then who was it? The A's.
A's,
Both
yeah.
games, I think we won by like 8 runs,
so the only A's win or game we won against the A's.
which is crazy. The A's somehow find a way to beat powerhouse teams.
They can hit, dude. They can hit.
I'm hoping it was just us kind of looking at the All-Star game with all the dudes in it, just not caring. But
The
mean,
last game for sure.
yeah,
they smacked the Orioles. I think it was like 13-2.
Yeah, I do. They hit a lot of home runs.
I think they have like the 3 highest scoring games of this season. Like all 3 of the
Yeah.
games are theirs.
That's crazy.
That won't happen after the trade deadline because Brent Rooker will be a Philadelphia Philly.
That would be sick. All the rumors I'm hearing about that would get me amped up.
All right, want to go to NBA?
Yeah. I don't think. Did we talk about Clay going to Dallas?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, then I'll leave that go.
If not, he did.
Yep.
Well, I think we didn't have we missed a week, didn't we? So I might have.
Yeah, but that was.
Our last episode was, I think, filmed 2 weeks ago, so we might have missed it.
But he finally leaves Golden State, goes to Dallas. I think he picked 3 as his number, and some people were like, "Oh, is it a shot at Steph?" He's just not that good anymore to me. I don't like. He's gonna help him out, but like, I don't think it's really gonna be that big of a difference.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get like the splash Clay that we got when prime Golden State
No.
years.
I don't think we'll get that, but I think we'll get a much better version of Clay because all he used to do is stand there and shoot.
That's right. Yeah.
That's it.
I mean,
Get
Yeah,
Luka to take over the defense and then just kick it out to him.
Luka take over the defense. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like take over
Yep,
playing
go ahead.
defense. I was gonna say that Luka can't play
like, yeah,
defense.
he doesn't have to try on defense. He's got Luka helping him.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, that's. But I see what you mean. But I mean, he is gonna have to play defense. And we also have Jalen Brunson took 4 years, 156 and a half. So he took a $113 million pay cut, I think, which is insane. I think Mikal Bridges also said he would take a pay cut. I mean, to help him out, but then you have like OG making like $46 million a year. Like, I don't think.
Yeah, I
that's-
mean, hats off to Brunson. That is as a fan, if you're a fan of the team, that's like nothing makes you happier than seeing like your star player not take a max contract that he like is estimated to get and save your team. Like I said, was it $113 million? Like knowing that you can use that to build around him as well, and like he fully deserved that extra 113. Like they
yeah,
dominated. He was a key factor in their playoff run, and it is awesome to see that. Obviously not for us, but I mean we got our boy. I still think we're in good shape. We match up well against him, but yeah, shouts out to Knicks fans. Yeah, definitely that is good news for you guys.
That's what it takes to win sometimes. That's what Brady did all those years with the Patriots, just take less money.
yeah. But
Build around
Brady's
him.
wife also is a millionaire.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I think
Yeah.
I don't know.
$13 million,
Crazy.
that's enough.
Yeah, but when you're trying to
Just
supply
win, bro.
your kids with
There's different types of players. There's players that just want to get paid and like not realize that $113 million should be enough for you and your kids for the rest of their lives, or they just want to win.
Yeah, I mean, some of those guys
Mhm.
spend it very quickly. But I don't think Brunson's going to be one of those.
Yeah,
That's really all from the NBA. I don't think any of us have gotten it or played it yet, but College Football 25 is finally here. Waited 11 years for this game to come back out. So throw away 14, get the new one. Only thing I hate is that you have to get the new consoles for it.
yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm not exactly pulling the trigger on that. I've seen people playing it though. It does look awesome. Shouts out to you, Rye. I saw this guy was doing like a career mode, and he had an away game at Penn State. He was, oh, I'm terrified. Like playing in the Penn State, like the whole screen was shaking and everything. I'm like, that does look cool. Like they are adding a big like stadium effect to the play.
All that like the tradition stuff they had, like they added the Iowa wave. I did see one thing today that if you're playing at UCF at night, there's a chance you see like a little rocket go in the air because like it's right by Cape Canaveral where they like launch all the SpaceX rockets and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that's a cool little addition.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I can't wait to play it.
I think I saw that when you go to edit the uniforms for Ohio State, the first uniform that pops up is Michigan's, which makes no sense, but it'd be a funny little, I guess, Easter egg if they actually did put that in there on purpose. We go to some NFL news.
Ooh.
Not a good news headline, but Jordan Addison was arrested for DUI, and this happened a week after one of his teammates died to a drunk driver. So,
as well, like you could get if you get arrested for a DUI, like your team will support you through that. But he lost, I feel like, his entire team. Like he lost a locker room after like going through a tragedy, like losing someone to a drunk driver, and then you literally like it clearly didn't phase you at all because you immediately go and drive drunk and get a DUI. Like he had to lose respect to the locker room after something like that.
Pretty sure like the report was too that he like fell asleep at the wheel and he was just blocking traffic. But I mean,
yeah, I mean that's crazy.
Thankfully, no one got hurt in it. But like you said, like how do you do that after that like situation just happened to someone on your own team? But
yeah, like I said, it comes off as it didn't really matter to you if you didn't let that affect you or your actions by any means.
And I don't think I got NBA Central, but I did also see, I think it was a couple of days after that, he posted a picture on his story of him like what looked like a mimosa, just drinking by himself. Everyone's like, you can't do it again.
What is the penalty for that as a NFL player though? Like when he like arrested for the DUI, obviously you lose your license. I don't think he's serving much like any time, but like is the NFL going to take action, suspend him at all, or?
I'm gonna assume no.
Yeah, I don't think so.
They seem to only care about betting in sports.
Betting and abuse.
Yeah, they don't really care.
Abuse slightly.
Yeah.
They should care a little more.
It's like
about
a 4-game suspension.
So he is going to get a suspension. He said it depends on the arrest details.
Okay. I mean, I think you should get some.
Probably
I like to
3
say,
games.
Yeah, I mean,
the wound's pretty fresh with what happened, so it would. I don't think anyone would argue, especially his team, if he got suspended a few games.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone's gonna argue someone getting consequences for DUI. In other sad news, we had a NFL legend, Jacoby Jones, pass away recently. One of the best celebrators we've ever seen. Great wide receiver for the Baltimore Ravens.
Did they say how he died yet?
I did not see. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, 40 is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Passed away in his sleep overnight at his house.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no cause of death yet announced.
That's scary.
Yeah, it's not good.
I mean that's definitely causes some suspicion.
I feel like my main
they're
memory
holding out.
main memory of him playing is just that deep ball that Flacco tried to throw to him against the Broncos. Captain of underthrowing the ball. Sort of free agency, but Brandon Ayuk asked for a trade from the Niners because they, I guess, haven't progressed enough in the contract negotiations.
Yeah.
He's
not working with them.
He's coming out on like different podcasts or like FaceTiming people saying, "Oh yeah, they don't want me," but the Niners claim they still want him and will re-sign him. But I like
he was calling Jaden Daniels.
That's what it was. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's about time he did that. I guess he tried to give him a chance, but they don't want to pay him the money he wants. And it looks like the Steelers and the Commanders are the two teams that are the front runners for him.
Yeah, Commanders are favorite right now.
Because I mean that's where Jaden Daniels plays, former college teammate. But I mean like, it's just like the Niners with that looming contract they're gonna have to sign Brock Purdy to. I don't know how they're gonna really afford to pay a bunch of other guys. I mean Trent Williams got to be on a big contract. We know McCaffrey's on a big one. Debo's on a big one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
don't know what they put Kittle on, but yeah, like you said, you know that quarterback contract's coming soon. I think he's asking for pretty high salary for a second wide receiver too.
What's the thing? Like, does he get like kind of around like what Devontae Smith's contract is? Because like that's, I guess like him and Waddle would be the two guys you'd point to, be like, all right, these are like wide receiver twos that have big contracts. Like that's what I'm looking for.
Right, which I mean, I think is arguably fair. Like him, Devontae, and Waddle, I think are top 3 wide receiver twos in the league.
Yeah, because I think
argued Puka, but Puka's own rookie.
I think if he went to Washington, he'd probably take over McLaurin's spot as the best wide receiver in the team. It'd be
I
close,
don't
but
know about that.
I don't know. It'd be close, but I still think Terry's a better wide receiver.
Terry would get a lot better if he went there. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
yeah, well, that's the only thing is like how much is it just like who he's played with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that.
No, I would love for him to go to Steelers and not Washington.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I don't really want him in the division. The Steelers don't really have anyone to throw the ball to other than Pickens right now, to be honest. So they definitely need a wide receiver. I guess other football news, European football. Well, I guess it's in the USO. U.S. men's national team fires Greg Berhalter after our collapse in Copa America.
Yeah, I mean, it's U.S. soccer. Like the hopes are never that high going into this kind of stuff, but they really pushed it this year. Like they looked at our matchups. They obviously, what is it? Was it Bosnia? Was one? Who was the B team?
Bolivia.
Bolivia, and they had us being Colombia for sure, right? And then
No, it was Panama
No.
was the one we lost to.
Panama. I'm sorry. I'm blanking on it. I was watching the end.
Panama
all the
was
teams
Panama was the one that we really kind of messed up with.
Yeah, we should not have lost to Panama. Now, yeah, we discussed this when it happened. We were down a player the whole game, but like going into the year, they're like, this is the year we at least like make it out of the group stages, and you never know once you get hot, and then like I said, to not get out of the group stages, and it sucks.
Yeah, and then
But
sorry, go ahead.
could blame the coach.
Argentina won that, right? Copa
Yes.
America. Yeah, and I mean I don't know. I guess their fans and Colombia fans just destroyed Hard Rock Stadium. All the bunch of fans sneaking through vents to get in. Didn't
Yeah,
pay for
that was
tickets.
crazy.
I
The
mean,
World Cup is going to be bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shit show, honestly.
I would imagine other stadiums would be better equipped for it, but I guess we'll see.
Well, the good thing is the finals are in MetLife, so destroy that dump anyway.
Yep. But and then we had Spain won the Euro, which is kind of cool because there was a kid that like literally turned 17 the day before the championship. I mean, that would have been. I mean, still sweet.
Would have been
17.
cooler if he didn't turn 17.
Yeah.
The 16 headline is a lot cooler, but no, it's awesome. He was a stud too. He was like the number one guy to look out for.
Didn't he have like 5 goals in the tournament too?
Yeah, he was a beast.
I mean, that's wild to get the championship given to you and you have braces on.
I mean, to be 16 and play for Spain in general is a crazy.
Oh yeah,
Like
Playing
Spain's a top
grown men,
team.
bro.
Yeah, and a legendary team.
which I mean, much lower significance and skill, but I think I saw an article yesterday that the Philadelphia Union are going to bring up a 14-year-old to our first team,
Holy shit!
which I think would break the record for the youngest kid to play on like a MLS team. Which
I mean,
that's
I'd watch some Union games if we have a 14-year-old out
imagine
there.
like, getting done 8th grade, like I'm gonna go play in the MLS. Like it's
Oh, that's insane.
imagine actually playing recess soccer against him. You're like, why is this kid so good?
Yeah,
and you
that
see
kid
him
has
on
been
TV. You're
absolutely
like, wait,
tormenting that middle school.
what? And we got the Open Championship this weekend, or I like to prefer more to it as a British Open, but I'm pretty sure they changed the name. Got that this weekend. I saw it was a funny clip because like kind of like the Masters, like if you win the Open, like the majors, you kind of get like a exempt from having to like qualify it for like until you're like 6 years old. And some guy was like, "Oh, like Tiger, what you're doing is like a disgrace. Like stop taking these spots. Just give it up." And then Tiger just got asked about it. He's like, I'm exempt until I'm 60. He's not. I get to decide, or like he doesn't get to decide when I'm done. I do, and just immediately put the guy down. Nice clap back. So Tiger might win this one.
Yeah, we'll see. Washed.
Scotty, I don't think anyone's guess is the best odds to win it. You got Rory. Rory would be nice to win it. Get another major in there. Could Bryson go back to back U.S. Open and the Open?
Maybe he got hot.
So I'm out there with his like, he did like a video with like he was using like Persimmons drivers and stuff like that, which are very old. And he was out there on the range, and someone was like, oh, like the video or like the YouTube video where like, he's like, oh, can I win the Open with my Persimmons is gonna go off. It'd be very funny to see him actually use it in the tournament, but I don't think he will.
No, I don't think he's gonna do that. But That covers all of our sports talk, right?
Yeah. Go into the
All right.
draft of addictions.
No, of non-drug related addictions.
Okay. Yeah. There you go.
we talked about this pre-podcast, and I was like, "Why don't we do a draft of non-drug related addictions?" And Ryan's doom and gloom, like, "I don't think there's gonna be any ones that people are gonna want to vote for." And he's like, "We're like, all right, what are you thinking of?" He went, "Just like a lot of drugs." Yo, that is the number one
Yeah, I
thing
know.
of the draft that we're
The
not
non,
doing.
yeah, the non-drug related part kind of just went out of my ear.
Yeah.
So I will start this one, followed by Ty, and then Trevor finishes us
Mhm.
off. Yeah, I mean 1-1. I'm gonna have to go with sex addiction. Addicted to sex. Also, I just keep getting that clip of, I know it was Jim Harbaugh, but I forget who was interviewing. But he just kept being like, "Oh yeah, sex addiction, addicted to sex."
That's just a bunch of hornballs will be voting for
Yeah.
you then. With my pick, I'll be taking one more towards our fan base. I'll take gambling addiction.
Damn. All right. Social media addiction, and I'll
it.
come back around with food,
Food.
or I guess mobile device addiction.
Oh, like
I think
addicted
social.
to
I
your
think
phone.
I think social media
Yeah.
addiction would be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think most people aren't playing Flappy Birds anymore. I
Yeah.
think it's mostly social media that they're on their phones doing. Phone addiction and food.
Yeah.
Food. Okay. I will take a video game addiction.
It's a good one.
I'll take shopping addiction.
Shopping addiction. I had it up there.
I guess I'll also go with exercise addiction.
Like, yeah, working out.
Yeah.
Fitness addiction.
See, now, like, I have one that I think is good, but I don't want to use it as much. Right, what were your two?
Exercise and shopping.
Shopping, right. All right. I'll take
It's
TV.
hard.
TV addiction.
It is hard now. I'm stuck. Reading addiction.
Reading.
Ah,
Okay.
All
Not
those
bad
reading
one, not
addicts
bad
out
one.
there.
I'm trying to think. Should I rephrase mine to streaming, or like TV kind of?
I think
TV is
TV.
self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm just making
I
sure.
don't think there's gonna be much people out there like, wait, does that not count Netflix?
Yeah. What about? But what if I watch Netflix on my phone?
Doesn't count.
Yeah.
All right, so that finishes off the non-drug related addictions draft. Went with sex addiction, shopping, and exercise.
Yep. I like them. I took gambling off the board first. I got video games second, and then I got just TV addiction third.
I like it. I got social media addiction, food, and my last pick was reading.
Switch it up. I don't know if I've seen this kind of draft on here before.
Nope.
Could spice it up a little bit.
A little mad I went with sex and not gambling.
That's all good.
I thought it
Sex
was
is a-
guaranteed. Well, I actually thought I could possibly land gambling when for 10 minutes you thought we were talking about drugs. I thought it would
Yeah.
slip out of your mind. But yeah, gambling's definitely the best
I think
one.
when you guys mentioning sex addiction in my head before we started this, kind of just put it at the forefront of my head. I was like, I got the first pick already.
Right. It stays in the forefront of your head. You didn't need us to
Yep.
remind you.
Dirty freak.
You little hornball.
That's my freak.
Yeah. Somebody gonna match my freak.
Yep, I knew.
All
you were
right. I
saying.
like it.
All right, that ends our draft and the pod for this week.
Yep.
Back full time. So make sure you like the video, subscribe, follow us on Spotify, give us a rating, check out other videos, comment.
Following all social platforms.
Yep.
TikTok.
They're all, if you're watching, they're
Instagram.
all right down there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Support the boys.
We'll talk to you later.
Please
All right, guys.
That's it.
Have a good week.
have a good one.